This video is teaching you how to do lifestyle photography. All the biggest budget shoots go to lifestyle photographers, and today we're learning how to take photos like this. Brands want this type of photography, and once you learn how to do it, you can charge a lot of money for it. And while it may seem similar to product photography, it has so many unique challenges that you wouldn't expect. This video is showing you exactly how I shot photos like this. I'm teaching you settings, finding models, scouting location, posing, and more. My photography company shot this 5-figure lifestyle shoot back in July, so strap in and let's get into it. By the way, if this is your first time here, my name is Chris Pieta. I teach creative business and run a product photography company. Lifestyle photography is a key part in any brand's messaging. Brands love using lifestyle photography because of the storytelling that it unlocks. Storytelling is the name of the game when it comes to lifestyle photography. You can highlight the client's products using models and different scenes to build out a story around what the product is used for. Knowing how to take a proper lifestyle photo unlocks a high-paying skill set in your photography arsenal. In fact, I charge at least twice for lifestyle photography than what I normally charge for product photography. But before we can begin offering the service to clients, we need to learn the principles and build from there. Lighting, locations, models, camera settings, they're all really important in lifestyle photography. What makes a lifestyle photo different from a product photo? Well, everyone has their own definition of a lifestyle photo. I talk with clients who think lifestyle photography is just props, and others who think it's photos with models. I'm in the camp that says lifestyle photography is photos with models, so that's what we're talking about today. Speaking of models, where do we find them? We need models for our lifestyle shots, so we need to go and hire them. Now, depending on the budget and client you're working with, this can look like a few different things. If you have zero budget, then you can ask your friends to model for you. This is not ideal, and I would not recommend doing this. Next is Instagram models. Just like Instagram is filled with thousands of photographers that are trying to make it, there are thousands of models on here as well. As a photographer, it's in your best interest to try and connect with as many models as you can on this platform. An easy way to find models is just to search your city name plus model. Models will have that they are a model in their bio, so they're going to pop up when you search. Go through a few profiles and see if they have any portfolio of brand work. If you see them posing with products, this is a good sign they've had experience shooting on commercial sets. Usually, clients are going to be pretty specific with the kind of model they want to work with. Most brands have a target avatar that they're trying to market towards. 35 to 45-year-old females is one type of avatar, so the models you should be looking for fall into that category. Depending on the client, they may be strict or lenient with this, so make sure you find out before you hire a model. Once you've hired a model, you're well on your way to shooting lifestyle photos. Now you really just need to find a location, and then we'll get into how you actually shoot. Finding the right location is really important. It could make or break your lifestyle photos. You need to really identify what the brand is looking for here. Is the brand a fun, laid-back brand, or are they more formal? Is a beach house a better location or a luxury apartment? The vibe between these two environments is very different, so you need to identify exactly what kind of brand you're working with and what story you want to tell about the brand. As the photographer, you're the storyteller here. The story begins before you even take that first photo. So spend time thinking about what kind of location you want to use and then go out and find that location. For my past lifestyle shoots, I've used peerspace.com. They're like the Airbnb for photo shoots. They've got all the options that you're looking for. For the lifestyle shoot I'm walking through here, I rented a laid-back apartment. I wanted a lot of natural light, plants, and furniture that you'd find in an apartment of a 30-something-year-old. The goal of this shoot was to portray a busy lifestyle. I want to show a place where people can come home from work and relax. I wanted a place where people could have an environment to work from home. I was photographing a supplement line that focuses on mental wellness and mental performance. Having a stress-free environment where people could work was the goal, and I think I found the perfect location. So we have our models, we have our location. Let's talk about photographing the actual products. If you're doing lifestyle photography for free and want to start making money from it, go grab my free creative business checklist. It'll jumpstart your business in 30 days. Over 2,500 people have already downloaded it. Free download for that is in the description below. Lifestyle photography is a really tricky thing to shoot. You want it to be advertising the product, but you don't want to be doing it too much. There needs to be a balance here. This means you need to have a shot list in mind as you're photographing. The focus isn't just the individual photos, it's creating a set of photos that tell a story about the brand. Some photos will be product focused, Some photos will be focused on the people in them. Sometimes the model will be holding the product right in front of your face, and other times the model is doing something else and the product is just in the corner of the frame. Creating a shot list like this is no easy task. You need to identify the client's needs and where they are using the photos. A photo on a product landing page should feature the product front and center. A photo posted to social media should feel authentic. Product shouldn't always be front and center. You want that social media photo to almost blend into your timeline so that it feels like something your friends may have posted. This is a tough balance to strike, but with time, you'll find it. One last thing I want to mention before we get into the examples is lighting. Lighting is going to really depend on the location. I had a great location with a lot of natural light that I supplemented with a continuous video light. So I had natural ambient light in the room, and I focused my artificial light on the models and the products. This lighting technique helped the models and the products really stand out in the scene. There's a lot of ways that you can light lifestyle photography, so my advice is to spend a lot of time with your models and products so you can practice and see what feels right for your shoot. Let's dive into some photography examples, and I'll break down the settings I used, lighting, and what story I was trying to tell. So the first photo we're breaking down has a product front and center. When you look at this, you see the name of the product and the model interacting with it. I styled the model in a casual shirt and had him put on some headphones so that it looks like he's chilling at home on the couch after a day of work. This product is aimed to bring mental balance, so I wanted to tell a story around this. This is a supplement you can take after you come home after a long day, so that's why I wanted to portray here. In terms of settings, we shot this at 1/125th of a second at an f-stop of 3.5. I wanted to ensure that there was plenty of separation between the product and his body so that the product would stand out. We used artificial lighting to ensure everything was nice and bright. You can see how all the props and the model and the location all come together to tell a story about this product. The second shot is meant to complement that first one, but also give more versatility for the client. We show exactly what the product itself looks like. One really cool thing that we did here was we cropped out the product name, but we kept the branding. We kept the branding so that this shot can be universal for the client no matter what product they're trying to promote. This is a really good strategy that you can utilize. The scene is really similar to the last one in terms of styling, but we show the actual capsule here. Next, let's check out the shot with zero branding. I want to have a super authentic shot that doesn't interrupt you when you see it. All you see here is a woman about to take a supplement with some water. We kept this one super casual. Most people take their supplements in the morning, so I want to show this off. What elements do you see here that tell you that's morning? Well, we have this nice morning light coming in through the window on the right. We have this pattern of shadows falling on the countertop here. She's also dressed super casually here. She's got a tank top and sweatpants on, something you might wear while you're getting ready for your day. Now, looking back on this, she's got some big earrings on and makeup, which isn't ideal for a morning shot, so that's something I need to improve for next time. This shot falls in perfectly with the album that we're trying to build out for this client though, so I was super happy with it. Settings I used for this one were 1/125th of a second and f8 to keep a lot of the frame in focus. Here we've got the same model again, but now with the product front and center. This one is a supplement that's designed for focus. We have her journaling in the background, a task a lot of people associate with work and getting things done. She might be writing out a to-do list and planning her day. I use this plant in the foreground to add a little bit more depth to the shot and help build out that story. You can see how important props can be in a shoot. In terms of lighting here, I used an artificial light and my camera settings were f5 and 1/125th of a second. I want to focus on the product here, and that's exactly what I did. Here's a fun one from the day. Since I was working with 3 models, I was able to photograph them in a group setting as well. Here we've got 2 models just hanging out, clearly having fun talking to someone off camera. Maybe they're hanging out with friends after work. She's got this gummy supplement in her hand that she's about to take, and if you look really closely, you'll see that I actually pulled focus on her rather than the supplement. She's the focus of the scene, not the supplement. Now you can tell what brand it is, but it's still a little bit out of focus and off center. This is one of those more authentic shots I was talking about. Settings for this one were 1/200th of a second and f6.3. Shutter speed was a little higher here because they were moving around. I didn't want any motion blur. Okay, last one here. Here's a couple of friends hanging out. We have the model out of focus reaching for the supplement. Now you can't really read what the bottle says, and that was on purpose. The colors on these bottles is what I want to capture so that the client can repurpose these for different uses. We've got a neatly organized living room here with a bunch of props, plants, and books. Something that this demographic will resonate with. I used natural light for this shot, and we shot it at f2.8 and at 1/125th of a second. The shoot I've walked through here was for a lot more than just these 6 photos. It was a 5-figure deal that I landed with this client. I'm not talking about how to land clients like this today. If you want to know more about how I landed that, I have a whole video talking through that you should check out after this. That's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. My name is Chris Pieta, and I'll see you next time.